Right. Are you still cool with anybody from the label, and how important has it been for you to maintain good business relationships?
From my standpoint, I'm cool. You know, I haven't really done a lot of communicating with them because it's not necessarily I haven't needed them to do anything for what I got going on or what I'm trying to accomplish. But from my standpoint, I'm cool. I mean, it's still love from my side of things, and you know, hopefully one day we could do business together. You never know how the world turns. You know, so I think I could do business with them. You know, I've done business with my enemies before, so I definitely don't consider them to be my enemies. So I definitely know I could probably do business with them. I don't. Business is not personal for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? At this point, that's another lesson I learned being over there. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely true words. So what projects can we look forward to hearing from you?
I got the Great Depression dropping, and I'm actually in the midst of making this monster. I got an announcement I'm gonna be making here soon. I can't really let the cat out of the bag, but you know, I'm finally gonna have my opportunity as some of my fans have been anticipating. So we're gonna do it like that. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely one of them.
Yeah, man. I just try. Me, man. I really try to make music I know because there's so many people that was waiting on the album or whatever. So I put out so many free mixtapes because it was like, man, here y'all go, man. You know, y'all roll with me all this time. Here go all this free. Check all this free new music y'all can have. It's just my gift. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys have given me a gift and allowed me to do this and roll with me. So it's love for everybody that got love for Stat Quo and his music.
Oh man, most definitely. So what collabs have you done for those projects, if you can tell any of them?
To be honest with you, man, I haven't really done a lot of collaborating for the Great Depression. Actually, you don't really have any collaborations on it, with the exception of some singers. But and then this project that I'm working on, I haven't went in and decided the different people that I want to have on. I know Scarface is definitely somebody I probably want to sit down and work with. You know, it's a lot of artists I'm feeling right now. You know, I like what the Slaughterhouse guys are doing.
Yes, sir.
I like what Drake is doing. You know, hopefully when T.I. gets out of jail, maybe we could work out as one. I think we should. It's a long time coming. We should have been done something.
Right. You're right.
Luda, you know, me and Luda, you know, me and you know, Killer Mike is my dog. You know, just a bunch of artists that I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And to recent events, what are your feelings on the recent passing of Michael Jackson and Steve McNair?
As far as that Michael Jackson situation, man, you know, a piece of history. You know, when he died, it's like a piece of history. It's just like he's just such a historic figure when it comes down to music. And you know, I know me personally, I grew up on his music. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually is basically the soundtrack to my life. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You know, my growing up as far as R&B and pop music, you know what I'm saying? That's really all I knew was Michael Jackson. I didn't really know anything else as far as like pop music, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely a piece of my childhood left, you know what I'm saying, when he died. And I just hope, you know, his kids and, you know, his family stay strong for each other and they can go ahead and move on. As far as the Steve McNair thing, you know, he was a great quarterback. I enjoyed watching him as a Tennessee Titan. Oh, you know, he played for Tennessee, then he went and played for Baltimore for a couple of years or whatever. So I think it's sad how he left. You know, I don't know the circumstances behind the situation to even speak on it, but, you know, anytime somebody gets murdered and that young lady is not here also, you know, so I just, you know, hopefully her family and Steve's family can stay strong for, you know, what they got going on. And, and may they rest in peace. All three of them.
That's peace. So, what advice would you give to any up and coming artist?
I would say that, you know, make sure you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, if you're a rapper, learn how to produce. If you're a producer, learn how to make, you know, rap or write songs. You know what I'm saying? If you're a singer, be a songwriter. Learn how to produce your record. Learn the business of music so that you can be involved in music for the duration of your life. You know, because there's a window on certain opportunities in music. You can't be 75 years old trying to be a rapper, but you can be a 75-year-old writer and producer and executive. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And also, if you really want to get in this game, you know, invest
How's
in
my
yourself.
rolling.net?
You know, create your fan base and don't be so concerned about getting with a label so they can try to create that fan base for you.
Right.
Create your own fans by putting your own music out and investing in yourself and getting people to notice what you got going on.
All right. So, are you willing to collab with any unsigned artists? And if so, how can you be reached?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to collab with unsigned artists. I always say, because I was on, you know, it was a point where I was in a situation trying to get cats that was on to do music with me and they wouldn't do it. You know, I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing, you know, I work around whatever budget cats got going on. I know we in a recession and people can't afford crazy prices, so I'm pretty much willing to work with people, you know, but at the same time, I always tell people and artists that want to do music, you know, this is what I do for a living. This is how I feed my family. So if you go in Foot Locker and say you want some Adidas, you don't just go get your size and take them out of the store without paying something or doing some kind of trade-off or something. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with that. So if anybody want to work with Stat Quo, I'm pretty much willing to work with whoever. But at the end of the day, this is my job. Please understand that. And as far as contacting me, you can hit up Rick 404-557-7242 or get at rick@gmail.com. If you're a producer and you want to send in tracks and submit them, you send it to StatTrax, that's StatTrax @gmail.com, you know, and do it like that. And, you know, hit me on the Twitter, the Facebook. You know, I guess MySpace was so like 2003, but, you know, 5 or whatever. But you can still hit me up on there, too. So we're doing it like that.
All right. So do you have any last words that you want to say to your fans?
Hold on, be patient with your boy. Hopefully them mixtapes tide you over. Great Depression is coming. I got something real special. Stat Atlanta still coming. I'm telling you. Wow.
How's my roll?